Yo, what's up? Welcome to Madhouse Pro. I'm in the building. If you don't like it, you can get out because it's my building. Voila, snitches. What's up, y'all? Hey, let's do it. All right. Oh my speakers. The mic is kind of loud in my ear. Hey, so let's do this. So today I'm in Music Maker 2025 Magix Magix Music Maker, right? I started with them back when 2003. First time I started with them with Magix, and I've been with Magix since then. I want to get into something real quick. Y'all probably heard me touch and tap on it quite a bit, but I'm not trying to be too much into it. You could use any DAW to create music. Anyone. It's about the person that's using it. If it's good, it's good. You know, some people know how to use things better than others, such as chopsticks. I'm not a good user, but somebody who's been using it for a while, they probably a whole lot better than me. And chopsticks is nothing more than a tool to eat. A fork, a spoon. You get my point, right? So the tool that the person that is using it gives you the outcome. So with that being said, we're gonna hop into Magix Music Maker. Now I want to touch on some things right off the jump. Majority of the tools that we purchase, and I'm gonna show you guys because I got a lot of them. The ones that we purchase can be used in different DAWs. You're gonna get different outcomes depending on which DAW you use. Let's just keep it like that. So, but the tool is designed to work the same in all DAWs. So with that being said, let's listen to a preview for those who don't use Music Maker and y'all like, what is it? Some people say it's low grade, but let's listen. So that's just a preview, right? Now, I could go into a whole class on everything on how to use this digital audio workstation, which most people probably say, it's not a DAW. Does it record? Yes. Can I use the same tools that I use in my other DAWs? Yes. So we're going to get a little bit into it, but not too much into it. So first thing first, let me open up the other VSTs that are connected to this Music Maker, right? Battery 4, Reactive 6, Massive X, Massive, Machine 3, Machine 2, Contact 8, 7, Contact, Complete Control, Battery 4, not battery, battery, Super 8. Oh, that's like native instrument type stuff. Sector Synth. Where's the other one? Heat Up. That's initial audio. Let's go over here. Mini Freak. That's Arturia. I go Melody Sauce. I got that. Sublab, y'all familiar with that. FL Studio, voila, snitches. FL is a good one. Morphine, some of their VSTs, Poison, Sakura, Sour, Citrus, Toxic Biohazard. CA 2600, I forgot who I got that from. That go BusyWorks, his thing, Hermes. Mini V6 Analog Lab Drum Synth. So you get a lot of other DAWs in their tools that work over here. Jupiter D50, all that's from Roland, Xenology, all that stuff. That's their Roland stuff, and it's good, but it works in the DAW. So let's click on one. Octane, which was kind of broke. Doom 3, Sampler, the UAD collection over to the right. Let's click on one of these, because I haven't used them over here, right? So when you hear UAD, Universal Audio, man, that's top shelf, right? That's what I would say, top shelf. Let me move some of this stuff, y'all. I'm a tad bit out of order. The whole court's out of order. You walk around in your black, white uniform. Jack Nicklaus is giving him the business. Anyway, Hack Your Health. One of my buddies wrote that. Dope book. I gotta finish it though. So let's see. Ooh, I was looking for this card. My bad, y'all. I don't know how to play, but I could program to mess out some stuff. So So we got the Electric 88 from Universal Audio working in Magix Music Maker, right? Ooh. So what we're gonna do is what I'm gonna do. I said, what is we gonna do? Take some English courses. Anyway, so here's what I'm about to do. I'm gonna grab an instrument from each vendor, as I would say, and I'm gonna try to create a song real quick. Or a loop. I like that I get to see my keys. So let me find an instrument that I like first. I like this one. So that's how I start off with my melodies anyway. I like my keyboard. You could use your keyboard to start your melodies off. So I'm gonna keep it basic, right? Because I play, then I draw. And something else that you guys and girls could do, right? I like to do this because it helps out a lot with production and creating. To be able to play your keys or your MIDI controller and it's captured, because some people they're not that good at programming. Sometimes they get stuck on programming. Eating yogurt, right? So we're gonna keep it easy because this is just a demo. So y'all see me right click into objects. So here's the problem I have only with this. When I double click, it doesn't show me the MIDI editor. I have to right click and go to MIDI editor, and it still don't show. So I gotta go down here, click MIDI editor, right? People are texting me. So I'm gonna program this one on the fly. It's the wife. Hold on, y'all. All right, back to work. So in my head, we're just gonna play these notes real quick. My tempo is set to, I gotta find a tempo, 120. We're gonna change that to about 95. And you see all that changed up there. Okay, so y'all gotta bear with me as I create these loops. Oh, we go like that. So let's hear it. All right, Control All, copy, or Control D, duplicate, right? So now I have a piano loop or Rhodes loop from Universal Audio, right? We got that, right? Moving along, snitches. So we go add one. What? Oops, I'm sorry, y'all. Hope she don't see this video, because that's an old, somebody else text me, dang on. Them people, what you call them, scammers, whatever. All right, so we got Universal Audio. Let's go to Arturia. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna run out of instruments to use, but we go keep going. Keep moving on. right. I gotta get out of the MIDI editor. All right, bear with me, y'all. Bear with a brother. Okay, goodness. All right, come on. Come on. Let's see. All right, so let me add a MIDI to this one. So if you see, I open, or I right click, create new MIDI object, 4 bars. So I have to click on this to operate it. So let's listen. Let me find a different instrument though. I don't want keys. We'll use the pad from here. So we're gonna need 2 little notes. We're gonna keep them real simple. So that's D. So we're gonna go down here, we're gonna do the same thing, D. And then F. All right, so we got Arturia, we have UAD. Let's go initial audio, right? Heat up 3. Should we use one of the 808s? Let's see. All right, we gonna stop that. Y'all probably like, all that noise in my ear, man. Dude, this in my ear. Create a new object, new MIDI object, 4 bar count. All Gucci. Let's see what all Gucci about. Nope. Analog. Animal. I like bands. So let's see. All right, I got it. So I got something just real basic, y'all. So we just gonna go back with that one. That's a real basic one, right? And then we go duplicate that joint. All right, we got 3 instruments so far, right? Universal Audio, Arturia, Initial Audio, all up under Magix. Okay. Let's get another instrument. Synth master. Forgot about them. Let's see. We got Magix itself. Contact. Let's go to Contact. I should have went to Machine. They drums are pretty decent. And the thing is, you could use any DAW that you want. FL Studio is real good though. I'm not gonna lie. Their piano rollers to me is just up there. Contact. Native Instruments. Yeah, baby. Let's get into it. Library. I used to say library. Somebody corrected me. It's still library. You know what I'm saying? Library. Let's see. So I get to kind of go through this now. I like the GUI where you could go through, be like, "Ooh, let me try this." Piano colors. They got so much stuff. So presets or stacks. Let's try the 88. The free orchestra. This is free. Wow. All right. So in order to do this, y'all remember, a lot of people don't think FL add a track. Contact. Right click, create new. You need the MIDI object. That is the key to this. Now I could control with my MIDI keyboard. So now I gotta try to put this. We keeping everything. All right, one thing I want to point out real quick. Only the keys that's highlighted pink down here are the ones that can be used. So this don't sound good. So I gotta kill everything. I need some full dynamic. So this is a choir. All right, so maybe not. Let's try something else. We gotta kill that. Dang, this is. Okay, there we go. So this is on the low end. So this is stuff for a movie or something, but let's see if we could get some. Let's see how that fits with the music. Let's go. Right now, it ain't. Okay, stop. I think that's the preview. Yeah, that's the preview. Oh, these are some nice risers though, but I gotta learn how to use it, right? So we'll just go down here. Wild winds. We just go use that. I just gotta keep moving. And be because I got to keep using everything. Contact. Let me see something. All right, I got something. This is nuts, y'all. So you couldn't hear that one. Whatever, we go stick with it for right now. Alright. That horn too loud, but alright, so now what I'm about to use is, this is by New Nation, right? Let me stop that. So this is by New Nation. I bought a lot of their stuff before they disappeared on a brother. They got a new name or something. But I'm gonna tell you guys. The more you find different things, you get different sounds. Oh, well, let me see. How did I get a standard? New object, MIDI object, 4-bar count. Okay, so now, so my keyboard, the drums are to the right instead of to the left. Synth bass is to the left. 808 bass is in the middle. Watch. You always could get some meat. So you could get some neat drums when you try different stuff. So hi-hats. Oh, that's nice. So let me get into, let me create a drum pattern real quick and take this off. So, oh no. All right, so now I'm about to do the programming because I know what it is. So reminding you guys that they hi-hats don't really. Okay. So I'm gonna just put something basic. Trying to. right? So I'm going off the first quarter of that 16. And this is just not to give y'all a class on everything. I know they like, quit saying everything like everything. So yeah, it's a ton of drum machines and things to create patterns with. But right now we go create these with this generic New Nations drum machine for right now, right? And I'm almost finished. This is so something else I got, right? So I got a file manager. Y'all probably looking, what is this to the right? Let me move me just a little bit. So right here to the right is a folder I got called Pro Sessions, right? These are patterning, loops, one hits, all type of stuff that I got, even MIDI, if you can see right here. So I got a Somatics folder in there. I purchased from them guys before. And it's just a lot of stuff. If y'all see this, y'all like, man, this dude got files on type of files. These are just, I go to the 808 stuff, Somatics own folder. And let's check out Exodus, right? So these are 808s, right? So as I hit these, I get a list of different type of 808s. The only thing is, in order to use them with a pattern machine, and I will show you guys this. What is Beatbox, right? I really don't use it. I know it comes with and it's not popping up. Here it is, Beatbox down here. So that's their version of whatever. I don't know if I could drop stuff. What the heck? All right, so it made a drum loop for me, right? If you're not feeling that, I got a ton of loops that I could go and grab, right? And this is where you could grab a loop and throw it in there with it. Be careful with what you're doing. I stress that. Be careful with what you're doing. If you could create your own, create your own. But for the sake of this video, we're gonna sample some drum things from my library. Oh goodness. I'm gonna add a track, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. Right. So since FL Studio got one of the best piano roll drum things in the business, we got to go to an alternate, right? Now, when I found this alternate, it made me feel good because Magix just didn't have a good enough drum thing. Now, I could go with the Roland 808, but it's just something about it. I haven't mastered that yet. So what I do is I go to native, right? Use Contact 8 or 7 or whatnot. But I'm going to show you how their drum roll, for those who use to FL Studio, this is a strong alternate, hands down. So you change your file or library to file. Where's the old one? The view, my bad. View, classic view. Now you got libraries, files, monitor, or automation, and all that stuff. I click files, right? Because now you get to use this in the function of a drum roll, right? So now I call this the alternate to FL Studio drum roll. So now you got the files, and you can be like, bet. All right, so F drive is where I got everything, and you just scroll all the way up to the top. That's the E. So you go to F. Now I'm gonna show you how to include everything from Somatics, right? If you got it. So Somatics VST, we're not using that one. There are my procession patterns. Then we go down to Somatic. You just got to know where you got your file. Now here's the 808 collection, right? 808 and bass. You kind of get to see everything you got over here on your F drive, but it's within the Contact ecosystem now. So now you get to do a little bit more. So we just gonna go to the 808 bass collection. So now you get to hear their stuff, right? Now this helps a lot because we'll just go with chess. You double click it. Now you have it set in the piano roll window. Now you get to go up or down, an octave or whatnot, and it's gonna change the note factor. So if you hear me, look, if you see right here on my piano roll, watch this. And so when you see that, to me, I'm like, oh yeah, that's great. Now I could do my FL Studio thing. Right click, create new object, give me 4 bars. So as I go up, it gets lighter. So this will help you in creating your drum pattern. Just go down to MIDI editor. Hamburger. Something missing. Good God. So you open this back up. It's right there. And I can't tell you right now why it's not working. But if I remove that, now it works. So let's do this. Right click, create new MIDI object, 4 bars. But when you go here, it don't work. So let me see something. So we go draw a little bit. I thought this was an alternate. Solo. It works. Mistake, control all. Hecky nah, edit undo. Yeah, MIDI editor. So let's see how it sounds with everything. So, but this is how you create another drum pattern. So let's go to contact 8. We got a kick drum and a bass already. So we don't need the 808 right here. So you could close that. Now we just need something else to go with it, right? Let's see what's in this mystery pack. Drums, FX. And not only that, you don't need to put it. Let's see. Digital bird. So we'll use that. Let's see. All right, so we got a general idea of some stuff that's rocking, right? We just go kind of try to add in, since this accidental beatbox didn't jump up, which is a Magix joint. Come on, man. Come on, somebody. Oh, beatbox right down here. So, I don't like they kick at all. And they bumping at How do I change this to 8 to 95? Oh, they got different patterns, different BPMs, right? Let's see. So let's listen to their stuff real quick, cause we go implement it, right? I don't like this. I don't like this. So I'm just adding a little something to it. And when I press this, this is going to create like the auto freeze function. Which ain't bad. So we can stop that. So here we go. We got 7 instruments, right? 7 different vendors. And this is all in Magix, right? So if you got your system right, and I would love to learn how to freeze this. I don't know it. I haven't been, even though I've been using them for years, I haven't did it in Magix. Now in Samplitude, I have did it. It's easy to freeze and bring it back to life. But I wanted to use this program, which costs, matter of fact, let's go and see how much it costs. I know people ain't go watch it, or somebody go watch it though, and they may be like, oh, Music Maker 3, yes, that's what I get. Learn more, but that's with the add-on. So if I wanted to buy now, Music Maker, 50 bucks. 50 bucks, 50 bucks, inexpensive, right? And you'll come to a setup like this. Now I got a lot more other things with it, right? Because I do, right? But I'm showing you that how versatile that this system can be if you know what you're doing. You got a decent system to handle all the ins and outs, the VSTs, the buffer size. If you got a good computer, you could do this. So don't be afraid to get out there and try and make it, because your hit could be the next biggest thing. And it could be simple sometimes. It could be complex, but it can be done. So don't be driven by brand names. Even though a brand could tell you that this is what you're going to get, certain quality you're going to get, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to call them people back later. So let's get into a little bit more. Let me see. I'm about 38 minutes in, and I just gave y'all a 4-bar track, right? So let's take it a step further, right? What if I wanted to add a vocal, right? I'm going to do this real quick. Control A, for all those who use Windows computers, Control A means Control All, right? You can hit Control C to copy or cut, and Control V to paste. Or in this system for Magix, you could Control D, and it's going to duplicate. 16 bars just like that, right? So if you see up here 4 bars, for those who need help counting, take this all the way to end of 16. It changed to 16 bars. So we got a 16-bar track that's ready in front of us, right? Not only that, I'm going to show you guys something else, right? So these are object-based. That's the key thing with Magix. They offer this thing called object-based, meaning you could touch one object and change it up without touching the rest of nothing. So in this one, we just go delete this one, though. We just go delete it just so we could give it a different sound. So now you could listen to it, or even move the mouse right here, like left click right here, and let's see what it sounds with the break. The bass is gone. Now I could do some, I'm gonna just cut the volume down on this a little bit because I got that whistle. Just to take it down. Anyway, so say for instance, we got a full 16 bar. Somebody come, I got this track. They probably take up one or two track, and you be like, yo, what's up? This is where most people be like recording. The bigger DAWs such as Avid Pro Tools, PreSonus Studio One, it's a lot of other ones out there. But when it comes to recording, including Luna's, they right there. I got them. It's certain things that they're going to use to enhance the voice, the sound of the music, the tracks. It's going to be user preference or mixer preference or mastering preference that they're going to grab and use. And they're going to say, hey, I want to be able to grab what I need quick. So they rely on those programs. That's great. You may complete something here and send it over to them in a WAV format. And they're going to grab it. And they're still going to put it in their Pro Tools, PreSonus Studio One. I like Sampler 2, Magix, FL Studio. It's a lot of them out there. Most people are like, I don't recommend FL Studio. If it come out sounding good, it's good. You know, some people may laugh. Yeah, to each his own, right? Kudos to those who use FL Studio to record. Because at the end, you're not going to know. That's only for the producers or the mixers and the engineers, right? Anyway, so say for instance, I come here and I'm like, add a track. Really? Yeah, I want to record. I want to rap. I'm not about to rap, but say for instance, they want to rap, right? So you add a track and you hit the record button, right? Left click, record mode for 8-track. And you be like, oh, so how does it sound? So you could add effects to it and everything. So due to the way, let me save this, y'all. Save often. Test YouTube, whatever. So now I got this saved, right? So when you come to it, I added a new track. Now I could take that off. I could go MIDI. I want to record my MIDI. Nope. It's back to record. Once I hit record, now I'm recording audio or MIDI or nothing. Let's go to audio. So I have to save because I got to show you this, right? Right down here, this little cogwheel with the record button in the middle. It say recording settings. Now it's important that you do this because it depends on the driver that you're using to record. My audio line is Thunderbolt, Universal Audio Thunderbolt 1 and 2. Right here, my left, which is number 1. My right, which is number 2. I used to have my mic hooked into number 2, and I had another mic in the booth that was on number 1. But when dealing with Magix, this music maker, you got to put your number 1 on number 1. And you see it say recording quality, it say stereo. You have to change that to mono. You have to change that to mono because then, other than that, it's going to be coming out of one side of the headphone or the monitor or the speaker. Monitoring, I'm going to leave off. But I'm going to show you guys something else, right? So you got to be familiar. When you hit this advanced, normalize out the recording, Thunderbolt, right? I'm going to click OK right here. Usually when I used to hit advanced, something else will pop up. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to click OK. Now, being that I'm using Universal Audio, it runs through console. So if you look at my screen now, people going to be like, what the heck? Yes, this is getting a little bit complex, right? I didn't want it to, but here's console in the whole, in a complete. So I changed my booth to desktop mic, and let me change that to desktop. And change this to booth. Right, so this is my number 1, right? I like this because it's telling me whether I'm clipping or not. If I turn that down, you guys can hear me, but I can't hear me, so I could turn this up for me, right? I got the CVox on there. The CVox is a it helps keep the noise, the background noise down. So I put this on each channel. And I can even unison, but I'll tell you about that later. So this is the basics. When recording mono, depending on your audio interface, for those who seen this one, right, you got two of them. You want to use the one that's first, number one. Your mic gonna go into here. That's why it's a number one up there. Y'all can't see it, but this is where your mic go in at, which is equivalent to this being right here, the desktop mic. That's gonna help you record only in Music Maker, you know. But to know how everything works, it behooves you to know these things because it'll help your recording process that much better. So we got the record ready, right? And I'm gonna just give a test, right? So when I hit this record button, it's gonna record my vocal even though I'm on it, right? And it's gonna record it into the thing. So let's see what it sounds like. Yo, what's up? What's up? Y'all know who this is? T-Roy, baby. Mr. Madhouse Pro in the building, right? We go do this right, son? Not left, but right. Not wrong, but right. You did? So there you go. If you notice, and I noticed right away, because of the setting I put the normalized set on, it's like it's a limiter already. So let's just listen to it. Let's run it back, DJ. Let's see. Yo, what's up? What's up? Y'all know who this is? T-Roy, baby. Mr. Madhouse Pro in the building, right? We go do this right, son? Not left, but right. Not wrong, but right. You did? So there you go. Now the quality sound good as heck, right? I haven't put nothing on it. So when I click, I guess I just open up the normalize, right? So this is what I like about. Yo, what's up? What's up? Y'all know who this is? You could control the volume like quickly. You could grab the whole object and be like, take it down. Yo, what's up? What's up? Now, just to get into the effects part, let's left click that, right? I notice I say right a lot, right? Yeah, right. So FX chain down here. My record, let me see. Object, audio record. I never used that. Let's click this. So it showed you like bass, drums, experimental. Oh, what did it say? Stutter, space enhancer. So let's just try this and let's see what it sounds like. Yo, what's up? What's up? Yo, what's up? All right. So that puts that on there. That's a reverb, stereo delay, and the volume freezer. So that's a chain already if you want to do something different. I ain't trying to do that. Remove effect, right? So that's using their stuff. And you see how I say new. So if I wanted to try something, they'll give me something. Look, that's one for bass. I don't want to use that on the vocal. So that's for that object, right? So let's change it back to track. And let's hit the plus button, right? So this is where I open up my door to the recording of the tools that professionals want. They be like, hey, I'm used to Fab Filter. I got to see who put that on my computer. Let's see. Most of them, no, give me Universal Audio, right? Which one? Console Recall or this stuff. So I got a lot of Universal Audio stuff. Some are paid for, some aren't. So that only works, well, it works. But then you got the UADX. So these are the ones that are native to like you could use in any DAW to record in, right? You don't need Apollo Twin or Universal Audio. So if I want a mic collection or something, let's just click that. So it drops it right here. Then it say open plugin. Let's click it. Now look at this. So now I got a set of microphones that I could select the source. My source is different, but it's similar to that. It's in the booth, right? So you click that. Now this is going to give you a microphone sound as if you're using that. So let's toy around with it and see what it sounds. Let's do solo. Yo, what's up? What's up? Y'all know who this is? T-Roy, baby. Mr. Madhouse Pro in the building, right? We go do this right, right? Right, son? Not left, but right. Not wrong, but right. You did? Yo, what's up? Y'all know who this is. T-Roy, baby. Mr. Madhouse Pro in the building. Yo, what's up? Y'all know who this is. So, I think it's to that mic, y'all, and the mic is wrong right now. You're not hearing the difference. Me either, so I ain't gonna sit up here in front like, don't you hear the difference? I don't like when they do it, so I'm not gonna do it. Let me remove this plug-in, and let me give you another one. Y'all, I apologize for that. I just wanted to use a different, hey, let's use this one. Plate reverb, right? Let's use this one. Because if you guys can't hear it, you know, that's trash as somebody put down. Yo, what's up, y'all? So y'all hear the difference on that. Yo, what's up, y'all know who this is. T-Roy, baby. Mr. Madhouse Pro in the building, right? We go do this right, son? Not left, but right. Not wrong, but right. You did? So we get to use a different. Yo, what's up? A different type of plug-in. So if I was to record, which I did in here, and somebody else came over and they was like, I'm used to, let's see, native instruments, right? They'd be like, give me native instruments. I got native instruments. Which one you want? Give me the passive EQ, or give me the dirt. Let's do the dirt, right? So I click on it. What different is it than me using it in? And it'll probably sound better. Yo, what's up? Y'all know who this is. T-Roy, baby. Mr. Madhouse Pro in the building, right? We go do this right. So you get a different. Yo, what's up? Y'all know who this is. T-Roy, baby. Mr. Madhouse Pro in the building, right? We go do. So you get a different sound on your vocal that you want. Now, say for instance, I wanted to create a chain. I would click add. And this is the beauty of any other DAW, right? Tape machine. So I got two. First, it'll hit the native instrument, then it'll hit the Yo, what's up? Y'all know who this is, right? T-Roy, baby. Mr. Madhouse Pro in the building, right? We go do this right, son? Not left, but right. Not wrong, but right. You did? And so, I could add on a third one. You know, I can just keep moving until I get what I'm looking for, right? Yeah, I gotta quit saying right. Let's use Zenology. And this is how you create a chain, because you add more on and you're liable to get something different and new. People gonna be like, so what you run that vocal through? For those who listen well, where did it go? Oh, it's taking the time to come up. Rolling cloud, right? So this is what I'm gonna do, cause yo, what's up? Y'all know who this is. T-Roy, baby. Mr. Madhouse Pro in the building, right? We go do this right, son? Not left, but right. Not wrong, but right. Yo, what's up? Y'all know who this is. T-Roy, baby. Mr. Madhouse Pro in the building, right? We go do this. So you could create you a chain. Yo, what's up? Y'all know who this is. T-Roy, baby. And just like that, down in here in the mixer, the effects rack, you could do the same thing. Now, mind you, only when you know what you're doing. And you can still learn, right? I don't know it all, but you could do it, right? Voila, snitches. So, let me see. I'm 54 minutes in. It's been long, right? So, duplicate vocal. I'll keep and move this down. The next 8. Drag this up top. So, shout out to everybody who watched this. Either you did or you didn't. Music Maker can be very powerful, right? If you don't like it, you can get out the building. My building. Trump's America. Now let me quit. Dave Chappelle, y'all got that from Chappelle. Don't take it seriously. I don't do politics on here. So let's go back. Let's listen to the whole thing. What we got is this just has been a quick thing on what Music Maker could do. Music Maker can be used to create professional sounding tracks. I will say that. I will stand on that. It can be used to create professional sounding tracks when you know what you're doing. Read the manuals, ladies and gentlemen. Read the manual. Let's listen to this, and then I'm gonna go and show some other stuff real quick. Yo, what's up? What's up? Y'all know who this is? All right, that's just the vocal. Take the solo wall. Yo, what's up? What's up? Y'all know who this is? T-Roy, baby. Mr. Madhouse Pro in the building, right? We gonna do this right, son? Not left, but right. Not wrong, but right. You dig? Yo, what's up? What's up? Y'all know who this is? T-Roy, baby. Mr. Madhouse Pro in the building, right? We gonna do this right. Oh, my bad. Yo, what's up? What's up, y'all? Madhouse Pro in the building, right? We gonna do this right, son? Not left, but right. Not wrong, but right. You dig? Yo, what's up? So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Real quick. So now that I got this, I'm gonna save this, right? Okay, let me close the thing. I could show y'all about this. That's a whole nother video. Let me close that. Now, they always pop up with this. I'm gonna bring over bear with a brother. I'm gonna bring this photo over called Master Music app, right? I'm gonna close right. I'm gonna open this up for you guys so I could give y'all a quick little tour of some of the VSTs that I have, because any and everything is doable on whatever you use. That go Music Maker 2015. That's 10 years ago. There's Luna, Contact 8, Complete Control. That go Jupiter, the Heaviosity Portal. I got some of their stuff. That go FL Studio, Arturia, Analog Lab, Machine 3, Massive, Music Maker 2025, Plugin Alliance, Pro Tools for the Pro Fools. No, I'm playing. Pro Tools. Great DAW, Slate Digital, Sonar, right? Throwback, SoundForge 18, SoundForge Pro. Yes, Sound ID reference. I do have that. SoundWorks SL. That goes Studio 16. I'm missing a few of my VSTs as I look on my other side. Waves, UA Connect. Where is my mix bus is missing. My what's the other? I'm missing some of my other stuff. There's some other folders over here, but just to show you guys that you can use other DAWs. Find the one that work for you. Don't be afraid to use them. Now let me move that back over there. But I'm missing some others that ain't gonna make a difference or hill of beans. But hey, this is Mr. Madhouse Pro. Thank you guys for watching. It's been an hour. My vocal, I hope it was loud enough. It should have been. But this is from me to you. So it's a process. So you get to see the beginning to end and what they would consider low grade, but good computer system along with any digital audio workstation, and you knowing how to work it makes all the difference, because it's going to make what your sound is unique, because only you could do that. Hey, thank you guys for watching. Y'all be blessed. Madhouse Pro, and I'm out. Peace.